Good morning. It's me again, Voluminous Mama. Thank you for watching. And if you are new to my channel, I am Voluminous Mama, and I am doing strategy 2 of the book Fervent by Pricilla Shirer. And in strategy 2, it talks about your focus. So it says your focus. Fighting the real enemy. And it reads, if I were your enemy, I'd disguise myself and manipulate your perspectives so that you're focused on the wrong culprit, your husband, your friend, your hurt, your fiance, anything or anyone except me, because when you zero in on the most convenient, obvious place to strike back against your problems, you get the impression you're fighting for something, even though all you're really doing is just fighting for nothing. Fervent prayers relies on focus. Focus clears out dead space and clutter. It's what sharpens the image in your photographs, capturing the... Just a minute, y'all. Gotta turn this page, because I'm one-handed. Capturing the details. Details and highlights you want to remember while pushing less important things to the background and cropping them out altogether. Focus, minimize distractions. Lowering your risk of being blindsided. It keeps you from being preoccupied, from overlooking important facts that would have been readily obvious if you only been paying better attention. Focus protects your goals and dreams from being consumed in small bites. Stolen right out from under you. Your nose in 20-minute segments of compromise. And focus is the antenna that prayer helps to keep raised, alert, making you keenly aware if something's trying to play you for a fool. And your enemy, for his strategy against you to work in dead set of being able to succeed at just that, on fooling you, faking you out, pulling your eye toward a side stage of theater platform, diverting your focus, trying to convince you that the main issue in your life actually originated over there, anywhere, or with anyone except where they really do. He wants you focused on the things that are physical and visible instead of where the action really is. Pay no attention, in other words, to the man behind the curtain. Reminds me of one of the more creative displays. I even seen the annual Trunk or Treat Kids Festival, or the church festival a church in my neighborhood hosts during the fall. One guy connected a large flat wooden tabletop to the side of his pickup truck, cut 5-6 medium-sized holes in it, and draped it with curtains stacking up through those holes. Was a family of wiggling, happy hand puppets. Kids were standing in line to climb up the truck bed and try bopping the puppets on the head with a big crushing hammer before the figures ducked and disappeared down the hole and out of sight. Whack-a-mole, the church parking lot's version. So, getting back to the enemy and your focus. You need to be focused. You need to pray and ask for focus to help you in focus. And he attacks us in our focus to keep us, like what I just read, blindsided. Let me read that again. Let's see. Well, to basically keep you blindsided, keep you preoccupied from overlooking facts that would have been readily obvious. Keeping your mind occupied on something else other than your focus. Get you off of praying because your focus is off. Get you off of working in certain ministries because your focus is off. Get you off of whatever God has called you to do because your focus is off. So that's where the enemy attacks us in focus. And what I like about Pricilla Shirer's book, she always gives you something of encouragement, a story, And at the end of the chapter, she gives you a scripture to go along with what she has taught you, and a prayer. Okay? So I'm going to not read all of these scriptures, but I'm going to read one. And there in the back of the book, alongside, she has prayer cards. And I personally, when I read this book, I learned how to use the prayer cards in the back of the book, and I got so good I started making my own prayer cards. So I am going to pick out one this one, and it's Proverbs or Psalms. No, I don't want to read that one. Okay, we'll read this. Matthew 6:13, KJV. Lead us into temptation. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. The Lord is faithful. He will strengthen and protect you from the evil one. 2 Thessalonians 3:3. Let God arise. Let his enemies be scattered. And let those who hate him flee before him. Psalms. Yeah. 68, 1 first verse. So, this book is very, this is my first Priscilla Shirer book I read, and it's also my favorite Priscilla Shirer book. And as I said in my other strategies, if you want to look at them, because I have other strategies that way down, when I just read this book, I fell in love with this book so much. It was such an eye-opener and encourager, and it's not really a book that ever gets old. It's a book that I even with me reading now on the Focus, it's been a while since I read this book. I probably need to reread this book again, because there is some issues that I have been dealing with passion and focus and identity. So, and I just read another book talking about your identity, and I'll go into deep with that in the next video. So, I appreciate you stopping by and watching my recap on the book Fervent, and we're on, I think it was Strategy to Your Focus. Thank you.